player, which is pretty uncommon these days. So let me just fix that, and then we can get started. So ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. Bakuryu versus Project. Bakuryu, our current king with 1 kill. Project is our challenger of the day. Bakuryu is going to be spawning as the purple Zerg in the top right. Project will be the brown Terran in the bottom left. And I am going to do some adjusting. Excellent. And so Bakuryu is Z. We'll make him 2 o'clock. Purple. And Project is T7. Sweet. Boom. Okay, cool. So we are on match point, 2-player map. Baku's Overlord going in the right direction, of course. And looks like no silly 9-pool shenanigans. What is Project going to do? Now, Project actually made it all the way to the round of 8 of the ISL 2, where he lost a pretty nice series against none other than Zeki, the eventual winner of the tournament. And Project did take a game off Zeki. He lost, I believe, 1-3 was the score. He actually made an epic comeback on Wuthering Heights after taking serious damage from Zeki's Mutas. So let's see how he does against Bakuryu. I think there's actually going to be quite an APM discrepancy here. I don't know why. Yeah, look at this. Project spamming away at 500 APM. Bakuryu at a leisurely 150. So, oh, looks like it's going to be an SAV. Going to block the hatchery. Project sent out a pretty early SAV. It looks like Bakuryu actually is going to place an off-placed hatchery there. Since he was getting blocked, that's very interesting. Now, this hatchery is not a bad location. Once he takes his natural, they'll kind of form a wall against any kind of vulture run-bys and such. Mech play on this map is relatively popular. But I think he's probably... I mean, I'd be quite annoyed by that anyway. And it looks like Project just going to... Wow, he's actually gone for a 14cc. Oh my god, I was like, oh yeah, he's doing a normal build. No, he's doing a 14cc on match point. What a baller, what a boss. And looks like he's got another SCV here, probably going to build the barracks. Yep, just going to do kind of a mini wall off with the barracks and the CC. Could even like put a depot or a bunker there. So wow. Very cool project. I mean, he scouted the 12 hatch, but it's really interesting because the thing is, like, if you block a 12 hatch, a lot of times a Zerg will just throw down a pool in response. So, you know, they'll change from 12 hatch into 12 pool, basically. But Bakuryu actually didn't do that. He did actually just place the off hatch, which makes this completely safe. Because not only is it a 12 hatch, but it's a delayed 12 hatch. Now, the pool is done, though. And the barracks is not quite finished, but Bakuryu actually didn't save any larva for lings. He hasn't... Has he made any lings? Oh my god, Bakuryu has made only drones. Now, did this Overlord not actually see that command center? There is a gas, by the way. Now, I don't know if that's just for like a fast +1 build or something, or he's actually going for some kind of mech build. Let's see. Anyway, there's a bunker going down at the front. So Project's gonna get away with a 14cc. Completely for free here, which definitely puts Bakuryu in a less than ideal situation. And I'd imagine once he gets 100 gas, he will just make a lair. Boom, there it is. Now transferring drones to his natural. Of course, that's quite late. I believe that's the first 2 lings on the map. They are just made to chase this scouting SCV around. But Project should be safe with this bunker. I mean, it's a little bit open at the front. Might want to put like a depot in front of it or something, just make it a little bit harder for links to surround. And yes, there is actually a factory, so Project gonna be going for some kind of interesting mech play here. And I do like the positioning of the factories on match point. I think it's you know, you do want to make your production facilities kind of snug against this wall, close to your natural. since it is very easy to drop into the back of the main, so any buildings you have kind of behind your CC are extremely vulnerable to Zerg drops. And I thought that was going to build something. I think it's just a rally point. Second gas is down already, and no den yet, so it is just going to be a Spire from Bakri. Looks like he's going to put it right behind his main. Snug behind the minerals. Yep, very nice. Looks like we just have one Vulture out, just going to run around, scout and kill some Lings. Just 3 Marines in the bunker, second factory going down, and an armory. Meanwhile, Bakri has taken a relatively quick third base, of course, since he did see the factories. You know, the usual response to mech play is to just expand all over the place and eventually out macro your opponent with mass Hydras and Mutalisks. Because of course the Terran mech army is extremely cost efficient, so you do need to out eco him by quite a bit. Anyway, looks like the barracks is floating out. Oh, it looks like he's actually just trying to chase his Overlord. Oh, he actually got it down to the red health, using this barracks to spot on the high ground. Clever little trick. Actually, I think I remember there was one pro game where like it was Flash against some Zerg, and Flash just like sniped the first 3 Overlords or something with amazing floating building scouting. It was quite funny. I hope it was Flash. It was probably Flash. You know, anytime someone does something cool, it's, you know, you just say it was Flash and you're probably right. Anyway, Goliath range is going down, and Mutas are on the way. Now, ranged Goliaths are pretty good at defending against Mutalisks. Much better than Marines, actually, just because they have a lot of HP. They're pretty beefy, and they have a ridiculous anti-air range. Looks like +1 armor actually going down first. That's very interesting. Huh. Project has gone for +1 vehicle plating. I wonder what the reasoning behind that is to get armor rather than weapons. I mean, especially if you're going to be facing Mutalisks, +1 air weapons gives you like +4 attack or something against air, so it's... I'm really not sure why he would get armor first. I suppose... I don't really know. Anyway, Bakri making a bit of a blunder there, taking quite a few turret hits. Doesn't really lose anything, though he's getting his 3rd gas. And looks like getting a couple more hatcheries. Tried to build something. Looks like he spent some money though, and it didn't build. Looks like he's gonna fix it now. And yep, that's just gonna be a den. He is getting +1 range attack. Is there any upgrade on the air? Looks like he is getting carapace as standard. Usually get carapace for your mutas when you are facing mech. And looks like once again Bakri just AFKing his mutas, taking a lot of hits there. Possibly his low APM showing through right there, just not quite on top of his units. And Project is completely defended. I actually don't know where that barracks went. Where did that barracks go? Looked like he just landed it in his base. A suicide muta there. I assume that was just a misrally or something. Bakri playing quite sloppily. After, you know, impressing me last game with a great response to an unorthodox build, this time he's just... I don't know. Anyway, Lurker is being researched, which is actually relatively unusual. So this is kind of a risky move in my opinion, because Lurkers are generally not that good against mech, especially like against medic marine they're extremely effective, but against mech units, you know, they have very high HP, they have pretty good range, and so they're quite good against Lurkers. But on the other hand, the mobile detection when you're going mech is actually usually quite delayed. Obviously, you're investing most of your gas in your factory units, and look at this, it's actually a switch back into bio. Oh my goodness, no wonder he brought his barracks back. Anyway, just to finish my original point, usually the static detection for mech is very, very slow. As we can see, the comsats are only just going down now for Project, but this is really cool. So Bakri, if he actually overmakes on Hydras and things, he's going to end up with a very inefficient army against against a Medic Marine. Now he is once again flying a mutant here. This is actually a scouting mutant. He's going to see something being upgraded into the engineering band. He's going to see all of the barracks. Amazing, amazing move, amazing decision by Baku to just sacrifice a mutant to get vision of what's going on. And he sees everything. So this lurker, the lurker upgrade is now exactly what he wants. Oh man, what a great move by Bakuryu there. I mean, I think actually, who did we see recently? But there was a game, I think it was Oxzerg against, I can't remember who the Terran was, but the map was Empire of the Sun, and we actually saw kind of the same situation, except Oxzerg just didn't scout it, so he ended up with like, you know, a lot of Hydralisks, and then he was facing Medic Marine, and he just got completely slaughtered, because Hydras are just not that good against M&M. I mean, they're okay, if, you know, in conjunction with Lurkers, but Medic Marine are much more cost efficient. But anyway, I don't know, where are the Lurkers? I mean, the force is moving out already. Is Baku aware of this? I don't know if he actually sees this, but I don't see much of an army. He took the 6 o'clock. He's making another hatchery. He's making an evolution chamber. Baku, did you actually not see the attack moving out? Oh my goodness, he's got 2 Lurkers there. He's got a few Lurkers running around. But this is a pretty scary Terran army right now. 128 supply against the 91 of Baku. It looks like Baku going to burrow at the top of the ramp. There's a stim. There's the scan. The mutants are going to try and help out, but these lurkers are just all by themselves. They're going to get completely slaughtered here. Doing a decent job killing some of the Medic Marine, but it looks like Baku got a little bit too greedy, taking 5 very fast bases, while Project's still on just 2, and now is possibly just going to kill Baku right here. Baku making some more emergency lurkers. Looks like Project is actually just going to go for this bottom right base. Baku going to shift these lurkers over to the top of the ramp. Can he get there in time? Looks like he does barely get there in time. Project needs another scan. He looks like he's going to run up the ramp a little bit first, and there's the scan. He's going to try and get a better angle, not to waste the scan. Of course, if you scan too early and your units don't get up in time, you can actually just, you know, lose all your, or the scan will run out and then you have to do it again, because you don't have enough units shooting at the same time. But Baku is going to give up the space for sure. I don't know why he left all the drones here. He should have actually saved the drones. But he will clean up these reinforcements though. Project making a bit of a mistake, leaving his units separated like that. And I don't know, Baku doesn't seem to be in a good position. Looks like Starport is going down. 3 fact, 4 racked. And looks like Project has switched into pure Vulture production, getting Spider Mines as well. But look at this, no Marine range actually. He just moved out with Stim, but no range. And Baku looks like he might be able to clean up the rest of this force. Do these Hydras have all their upgrades? No, it looks like no Hydra range either. So both players playing with unupgraded units here. But it looks like, oh, a nice skewer there. The Goliaths lining up perfectly for those Lurkers. But it looks like, as I said, Goliaths are pretty good, and that +1 actually really helping them. The +1 armor. Meanwhile, Project is taking the mineral only. That looks a little bit off place. Should that be maybe one to the left? I'm not really sure. I know the mineral configuration makes it a little bit weird, but I think that's off place. Anyway, Project, once again, you know, losing some units, but a lot of Stim Marines coming in here from the back, and Baku has to retreat here, and he does retreat. He does have +1 attack, but so do the Marines. It looks like he's going to lose a couple of free, wow, a lot of free Overlords actually. Comsec going down, just going to see exactly what's up. And in come the Vulture reinforcements. They do have Spider Mines, but actually it doesn't matter. They're just going to attack along with the rest of the army. Bakuryu losing all those Hydras. He needs a couple of Lurkers to help against the Marines. Oh man, it looks like he's going to lose the mineral only as well. He's going to be reduced to just 3 bases against, well, I guess, you know, well, I guess it's now 3 for Project once he starts mining from that one. And looks like, wow, now a lot of tanks actually in production here. Science facility is up. Looks like +1 armor is about to finish. And looks like, oh, 2 Lurkers coming in the back. Can I get some